My mother-in-law couldn't believe her son was no longer a baby, always has a plan to snatch him from me and convince him to quit his job to work with her for half of his salary. I called him to do things for her all hours of the day and night and all around, just trying to get him out of our house and over to hers. On the off chance that he goes over, she's all like, "Since you're here, I will let you treat me to a mom and son date at Denny's." Or when she's here, she will look at me and tell me how she takes her coffee and expect me to make it for her. I know I'm rambling, but this woman is bat poop effing crazy, and no, she was not like this prior to me getting pregnant. They barely spoke before I got pregnant. As soon as she found out we were having a baby, she sunk her claws in, with the whole "my baby isn't a baby anymore" bullshit. So if all else wasn't insane enough, she's been trying to convince my husband for at least 3 months to quit his job and go work with her so they can spend more time together. She works at a medical rehab facility. I told him I wouldn't tolerate that for one reason: it's $13 an hour, $10 less an hour than he makes now. I've talked reason with him, like if he goes there, I will end up having to go back to work because $13 per hour cuts his monthly income in half, and this is not what we agreed to or planned for. Not only that, but her job is bi-weekly pay and she doesn't have benefits for a year. About 2 months ago, he told me he didn't want to work with his mom and not to worry about it, but I just found out last night that he quit his job and applied to the place where his mom works. He bypassed the interview process because mommy vouched for him, so now he has a job with her. I wasn't nice about it when he admittedly told me. I asked him why the F he would do that, and he goes, "Well, my mom is getting older, and she wanted me to work with her so we can hang out more before she passes." I slept on it and decided I couldn't do this. I told him this morning that I couldn't do this. I won't be overruled by a woman who refuses to stay in her lane. I'm not going to bow down to a mommy's boy or a woman who grossly won't leave her son alone. He can do it on his own, and we can do it separately. I told him I would take the money I saved, $23,000 of the $26,000, and figure it out on my own, and that he needed to leave and go back to sucking mommy's tit at her house. He, for whatever reason, is shell-shocked that I'm taking it this far and says I'm an off for not understanding that his mother is getting older and that wanting to spend time with him should be important. I'm not budging, though. He's allowing her to destroy our lives. Update: he signed a prenup. I owned the house long before we started dating. I withdrew my $23,000 from the bank and put it in my personal. I already spoke to an attorney, and I'm clear about doing so because I have a paper trail on what was mine versus what was his. I'm an accountant. Numbers and money are my specialty. I have it all handled, legality-wise.